So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. What is your interpretation of the way they appear to be lining up?
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that. And I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence.
And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the versatile Oscar Mingueza is a player that's been catching the eye. Educated in all of the principles of Catalan football since...
No question, that's a foul. That is good strength. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Mingueza, now here's the delivery. Mingueza has over his hit. Al-Kubasi forwards and with intent. Well, this is turning out to be a lively old game.
Yeah, especially in those wide areas, something the team have clearly identified as being the more productive of the channels. Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Cuts out the supply.
Lamine Yamal, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That's really well manoeuvred. Yamal! That's got him rattled. Oscar Mingueza. Forwards. He's in plenty of space here. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Rafinha going full steam ahead down the left flank. And it's played forward. Radu, long ball by the goalkeeper. De Jong. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Zaragoza. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Casado takes control of it and he's on the move. Marcos Alonso gets it clear. And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And the game has already resumed here. So neither side has yet broken through. Yamal, it's run loose here. There will be a throw-in. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Yamal. Oh, great header! Moved on forwards.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Iago Aspas. Moved on forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Aim forwards. And it's Aspas. Proves too strong. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. De Jong. Rafinha. He can get that clear. And it's played forward. Now it's Aspas. He can run onto that. And the flag has stayed down. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Chance, surely! Really well taken goal.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist? Barcelona, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Yamal. Goes for goal! And that's off target. Couple of changes then in quick succession. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.